3 minutes away from the closing bell. We have markets in the green today, but in the red for the week. I want to bring in Joe Fahmy, Managing Director of Zor Capital, because right after SALT last year, you made a big call, Dow 20,000. You were 100% correct. I need to know, even though SALT's not over yet, what's your big call this year?
I think for the next 2 to 3 years, the market's still going to surprise to the upside. And I've been saying that for 3 reasons, fundamentally, technically, and sentiment-wise. Fundamentally, I think if Steve Mnuchin's right, we can move GDP from 1 to 3%. It might be a little bit aggressive, but even if it's 2, 2.5, that is going to do wonders to earnings, and it'll help kill the bear case that we're too overvalued in the market.
Last year, this hedge fund crowd was pretty down.
Yes.
They were negative. How do you feel that they are this year?
Oh, it's way more optimistic. Last year was so depressing. I was ready to.
Is that driven by Trump and the animal spirits?
I think so. A little bit of that, and I think it's just deregulation and so forth, and just optimism for the future. I was ready to jump in Lake Bellagio last year. It was so depressing, but this year is more optimistic. And it's
not a real lake. Well, I'll just quickly add this.
Sure.
When Bill Ackman, the hedge fund billionaire, says that the hedge fund industry, and that's this crowd, has to think about cutting its fees if it can't return plus 20%. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's okay to pay higher fees if you're getting good returns. But if you're going to go passive, pay low fees. I think there's room for both in portfolios. But I agree with him that people are okay with paying for higher fees. You just have to perform. And it's been hard for hedge funds because the market hasn't provided much on the downside. We haven't seen big corrections where hedge funds outperform. All major strategies outperform. Even in the beginning of 2016, when we had that correction, hedge funds outperformed.
We've got 30 seconds left.
Okay.
Where will the Dow end this year, and where will the S&P end this year?
I still think we could see 5 to 10% upside from here.
That's a big upside.
Yeah.
Without any sell-off?
It might not come. No, it might not come till the fourth quarter.
Okay.
But we might see a sell-off in the summer. But I think the fourth quarter is going to be strong as the administration does some new.
And the sell-off is a buying opportunity when
Absolutely,
you see it?
I think so, yeah.
Don't be fearful?
The technicals are still strong. I'm not going to argue with them.
Joe Fahmy making the call right here on Countdown to the Closing Bell. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.